Hi everybody, it's Reverend Galileo. I have been very quiet today. Um, I just want to say that I have actually um, been kind of in mourning um, on this Memorial Day for our country that used to be free and is no longer free. Uh, and also for the sadness for the way our veterans are treated by government. And there's a lot more that other people um, that get it know um, more in depth what I am saying. I also want to mention my take on the shooting involving Elliott Rodger. Um, you know, I am suspicious in many ways about this whole situation. Um, it's all staged, um, and it's actually staged at a level that most people uh, may or may not understand. There are many different levels of deception, and everybody's in a different place in being awake. Um, And it goes in increments. I think we wake up in stages. At least that has been true for me. I know that when I started going down the rabbit hole, I kept thinking, oh, I've got it, I've got it. Now I see, now I see. And now I think I know the truth. But when you keep an open mind, you're always willing to look deeper and be open-minded um, to anything. So a lot of people are hopping on this Elliott Rodger thing. Those of us who are in the awake community are saying, oh, it's a false flag, it's all staged, etc., etc. Well, it is staged. Um, if you think that you've got to look at it at different levels. Some things are more uh, overtly or covertly staged, and um, it is a lot of drama and smoke and mirrors, and the um, the goal is, to take our guns away. Um, but a thing that some people are missing is that I think is going to come out of this is that they're going to target mental illness. And, they've already done it. I mean, they've already, uh, you know, I mean, if you go to buy a gun, at one time it used to be you couldn't have a gun if you were a felon. Now it's you can't have a gun if you are a convicted felon, and if you have ever been treated for mental illness. So let's not lose. Um, well, that's not what I want to say. What I want to say is what they're going to do is, this is what I think, is they're going to go after people with mental illness. Now, since the Bush administration has really pushed this so-called, mental health agenda, and that, everybody, you go to your doctor now, and they will ask you if you're depressed. And So you want to be very careful that you do not use certain words. Um, and I know very well what those words are. Uh, Depressed, suicidal, um, angry, um, resentful. The list goes on and on and on. So um, so what I'm saying is, alright, there's this new phrase I learned called check your privilege. Well, what I want to say is check your mental illness. Uh, do not in any way, if you go to the doctor, say that you are depressed, and because you're going to be targeted. So they do start with when they start to take away freedoms, and of course we already know the oppression of the poor, disabled, and mentally ill people. And this is exactly what happened in Nazi Germany. Now, you have to remember that, yes, the Jewish were, um, I believe, anyway, along with many, many other groups, were targeted. But please bear in mind that the truth is that the Nazis and Hitler and the agenda behind that, if there's this agenda going on that's, I don't know whether you can call it what you want, fallen angels, demons, the Illuminati, the elite, aliens, greys, reptilians, the Anunnaki. I like to look at it as the evil force. That's what I call it. So, what's going to happen? This is what is going to happen. This is what is happening. And the ironic thing is that we are all, if you ever, have seen anything about the DSM, the new DSM-5, just about any non-sheeple behavior is now a mental illness. So, in effect, all of us so-called proles, please see my video on 1984 and the proles. We are all mentally ill, and those of us who have alternative views are going to be targeted. So just remember, my message is that yes, the agenda is gun control, but before that, the agenda is targeting those with mental illness to take away their guns. So it happens by stealth. It's and there's many layers to it. So Elliott Rodger, whether I believe that he was a victim of mind control, and that's a huge subject in itself because it goes far and wide. And let's face it, some people have been in our world today hypnotized in one way or another, and I am hoping that it does not come out saying that he was not being treated for it, because that's going to be the dangerous place, is that if they say, okay, he was mentally ill, troubled person, and was not getting treated for it, then that's going to give them a reason to push this mental health agenda and the very dangerous psychiatric uh, treatment and pharmaceuticals that go with it. So that's what I wanted to say about it. This is what I see. Um, so please hold a moment of silence for and pray for our country and our people, because I'm getting the feeling that things are happening harder and faster, and I do not know, but I'm praying that enough of us will wake up before we descend into even more of a unfree society than we already have. So, namaste and peace and love, and thank you for watching. And please, if you like this video, if you have a comment, or if you'd like to share, my videos are always, I'm an open source person, so information and or even my opinion is, I'm happy to share if you think it's helpful or insightful. Okay, everybody, hang in there. Things are getting awfully weird in a hurry. Okay.